Hi Bangwan. Hello. Hi Nafas. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining in. This is really amazing. Uh, so we'll start the event in next 5 minutes or 2-3 minutes. We'll wait for others to join in. Else we've hi to nafasita.ct. Yes. Thank you for coming in. Hi Bangwan. Yes, I can see you there. I'll ask you to join the live in 2 minutes. Let me first introduce you. So I think we'll wait for next 2 minutes and then yes. Hi Nafasita. It would be amazing if you can drop your location, like from where you are, which part of the world you are joining us today. Can you hear me? Bhagwan, can you hear me now? Oh, hi from Iran. That's really amazing. So I think it's too early for Iran, but time now. So I'm Hercules. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I'm a linguistics student as well. That's so amazing. Yes, good. So it's a lovely morning for you. I'm just grabbing my coffee and yeah. Can you hear me loud and clear, Nafisita and Bangwan? Can you hear me now? Okay. Oh, yes. So I'll introduce about me in couple of minutes. I'm primarily I'm from India, but I currently stay in London. I'm pursuing masters in linguistics degree from SOS University of London. Perfect. We'll wait couple of more minutes for everyone. Hi Twix CTU. I'm waving you hi. If you can drop the look from which part of the world you are joining in, that would be really amazing. Oh. Okay, I think let's start it quickly. Yes. Hey Bangwan, hi. Can you turn your screen around?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Perfect. Just turn your screen around, please.
That's the problem.
Hi Aaron, thank you for joining in. We already have the speaker. We'll be starting in 1 minute. Meanwhile, if you can just drop the name from which part of the world you are joining us today, it will be amazing. Yes. Can you turn your camera around, Bhagwan? Hi, Gabriel. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for joining in. Wow. Okay, so we got people from US, you get people from Iran, we got people from India, and I'm based out of London. That's amazing. Like the whole world is together in one place. We already have the speaker. Maybe what we can do is hey Wangwan, hi, can you hear?
Yes. Good morning. Yes.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you.
Okay. So I think yeah. Hi everyone. Hi everyone for joining in. Mm, hello from India. Namaste. Johar. And yeah. Buonasera. Hola. Thank you everyone for joining in. So for today's ELP session, we have Banwang Losu, who who is an advocate for Wanchu language and script. He spent 2 decades promoting Wanchu language, and in 2009 it got recognized by ISO and Unicode. So yeah, we'll move to Bangwan, and first I would like Bangwan for you to kindly introduce us about tell us about yourself, like where you come from, what are you doing, what you're doing, or what have you been doing, and yeah, anything else you like to say.
Thank you. Good morning, all of you. My name is Banwang Losu. As you have said, I have been working since 2 decades in the development of Wancho language. So I just wanted to show you the screen also, just for your acknowledgement. And slowly we will go ahead. So I just wanted to tell you about some brief background history of Wancho community. So yeah, you can see this screen.
Yeah, perfect. We're good to go.
Okay. So we have near about 56 population in Longding, and most probably we have 67 villages. But now this day, the bigger villages are dividing into smaller villages. So number of villages are increasing year by year. So you can see in the map, in Indian map, the Arunachal And within Arunachal, you have seen this is spot, the red spot near Myanmar and Assam. So this is the Longding district, where only the one to speaker people are signing this plane. Next here, so Wancho is a major tribe in Arunachal Pradesh, northeast India. So according to the census 2011, we have 57, sorry, 56 number of population. And in our community, we have major two groups. One is Tang and another is Sang. Within Tang and Sang variety, the Wanchos are divided into three regions. That is upper region, that's Sang group, middle region, that's Sang group, and lower region also the Sang group. Within this Sang group also, it has been divided into 12 clans according to genealogical its clans. So, but in details, we will not go today. This is the map, the sketch map, not to that scale. So the upper that you can see here, upper one, two, Sang group, and the middle Sang group, lower Sang group. This is the map of Longding. Now, let us see some brief on the migration history of Wancho people. So, according to myths and folk songs, folklore, history, and we have been migrated from the eastern part of Canada, but we have no any written report so far. This is just the assumption. So, in Wancho language, often
Sorry,
and
I'll interrupt over there. Bangwan, it like video is really shaking. Can you keep your camera steady because we are not able to see the presentation.
Yeah, okay, let me try.
Or maybe you can just turn around your camera and we'll post this presentation for everyone to see later.
Okay. Is it okay now?
No.
Is it shaking?
Still, it feels like it's shaking.
Shaking.
Yeah.
So
maybe you can just turn your camera. We'll post this presentation so for everyone to later see when they see the audio.
So that's fine. How is this?
Yeah, better.
Shaking. It's also shaking.
Yeah, please continue.
Okay, so I'm talking about the migration of the Wancho community. That we have been migrated from the eastern part of China. The name of place is Ofan Tinu. Ofan might be the name of place, but Tinu in our language is a huge water body. And another is Longtok and Longfang. This is also the name of the place where we have been migrated. That's Longtok means upper side of stone, and Longfang is the lower side of stone. From where we have been migrated during the time of Mayfang and Midjan in our language. That means dispersion of immense kingdom. So exactly time period where we have been migrated is not recorded so far. So we have no evidence. And next, so the occupations of people is the main occupation is the cultivation. That is June cultivation. We can say that's shifting cultivation also. We have been practicing since many years, and the cultivated land is shifting from one place to another, year after year. And the major crops we have been growing here is like rice, maize, tapioca, millet, heirloom, beans, and varieties of vegetables. So all these are the seasonal crops, mainly depending on the rainwater without the artificial irrigation system. So now commercial farming also started in some places like betel wheat, betel nut, and organic tea, large cardamom. But recently, some people started cultivation of opium also for the commercial purpose, but it is not legally doing. So in near the border area of Myanmar, some people cultivating, but it is not legalized by the government. And animal husbandry is the oldest practice of people like mutton, pig, dog, cow, buffalo, and what are common people are doing. And this is a photograph of human cultivation land where we are growing millet, maize, etc. This is the photograph of millet field. You can see this is the millet field.
Great.
And the photo might not be clear, but this is the house, the construction of one to house. You can see all these are made up of tofu leaf, kind of palm leaf, and the bamboo and wood. See, this is the photographs we have captured during the construction. You can see an aerial view of my village. Longding village. This is the Oria festival. Actually, the biggest festival is the Pongal festival. Now, this Pongal festival is in danger. So, in place of Pongal, the people maximum are doing celebrating this Oria festival. Commonly in Longding district, we have celebrated annually on the 16th February every year. That is the Oria festival. So now come to the speech and language part. So let us start from the beginning about the language development, how I have developed, what I have done so far about the development of language. So let us brief this. So when I was in class 11 standard in the year 2001, my senior teachers, along with me, we have collected data on socio-economics of Bantu. Later, this collected data is to be translated into my language, Bantu language, using Roman script. Then I found that this Roman script is not working to capture all the sounds of language, tone and sound. So our language falls under Tibeto-Burman language. We have tone language. So slightly the tone changes means meaning also changes. So it was very important to capture the tone. So I realized that using Roman and Japanese in this script, our sound cannot be written. Then only I had started the short phonetics of my language. So in the beginning, I have collected near about 3,000 word lists and started writing using Roman. And I found some sounds are not having in the Roman and Japanese. There's a peculiar sound, different from other scripts, as collected separately and give the samples accordingly. So first time I found only 39 sounds with the representation with sample. Later, in the year after 11, almost 11 years, I show my research work to my friends and some officers of local area and discuss about the matter, why I am doing this, and what kind of possibilities to be developed a new writing system. And I have given them the PowerPoint presentation as well as the written document. After saying that, my research paper, all the seniors, the officers, the different organizations come up and support me to conduct a seminar, workshop, and conference in different parts of our district to mobilize and make other people understand about importance and the development of the new writing system. So we had the seminar in 2012 in January regarding the newly invented script and the implementation, how it works, why it is necessary. This is the program we have covered at the time. So during the workshop, seminar, and conference, 3 more sounds are given by other people. I have left this sound. So it is very peculiar and not available everywhere. Even the ones who do not know about, all the ones who do not know about. And one sound from the upper, another in the middle, and one in the lower one. So from different places, from different people, I have got 3 more sounds. So after that, during 2017 and 18, when we were applying for Unicode, these are vowel, short vowel, and short vowel has been added by the Michael Everson. So he is the alphabetologist, linguist, script encoder, typesetter, font designer, as well as publisher. So this, you can see here in red color, this is short vowel R and short vowel R. Like 6, no? You can see like this, that is the short vowel R. These 2 sounds is contributed by the microphone. And total now we have 44 letters and 15 vowels and 29 consonants in Bantu alphabet.
Yeah.
And this is also the meeting we had during 2012 about the community acceptation of newly invented. So during that time, in many places, we have concerned the community people about this new script. Will they be willingly accept this or not? So we found that all the people, the educated people especially, they know about the problem, the insufficient of the other script writing system. So they have willingly accepted the new script as one group in 2012. So to undertake the activity for the research and implementation, we have constitute the interim committee and NGO to carry out the literary activity under the chairmanship of the then president of Wancho Cultural Society, and another is the Wancho Students Union. Under their banner, we have constituted the Wancho Literary Commission. This is the member of the commission. After constitute the committee, we went to meet the politicians, the local leaders, the MLA and the ministers in the capital city. We had a discussion about the implementation and introduction of the Wancho language in the school curriculum as the third language. During that time, the Minister of Education assured us that we will do as a third language in the school. There's no objection from the state government. But currently, we are not able to finance for this implementation. So after that, we run on ourselves, our capacity, without government's finance and tax. So it was really hard time for us. Then in 2013, and this is the book, the Bantu script, first published, and it is available online also in the first language company, American company. They have published this book along with one animation film, primer book, word book, alphabetical chart, etc. So
Yeah, we lost you there. Bangwan, can you? Yeah, we lost you there. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear now?
Yes, yes, yes. Also,
Yes,
your
yes.
video has again started to be shaky. I would request you if you can turn your screen around. Maybe we can share the presentation later in the link.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So let us go ahead. And so I just wanted to tell you about this, that Wancho script is not plagiarized, not copied from any other script. The looks may be similar to other the writing system, but it is not copied from any other script and a writing system. So it represents the human action, appearance of the elements, birds, plants, tools, insects, and potatoes of the Wancho community. So it has its own unique etymology and history behind the development of the design of the script. So we'll show later in this slide. So when I developed the writing system, I have to keep this point that letter must be relevant to the native. It should be relevant. The looks of the letter should be relevant to the native. Otherwise, it will be difficult for people to memorize and understand the system. So when writing, it should be smooth and fast. And another is it should be economical. And the last one is looks should be beautiful as well as attractive. So all this is to be kept in my mind during the development of the writing system. Here you can see there's some pictures. The first letter R comes from the feather, hornbill's feather, where we use in the headgear during the important occasion and the festival. So this kind of etymology are there behind the creation of the symbol, the writing system. I cannot explain all this to you now, but you can see this is like in the right side, you can see here, this is the picture of the flame. In my language, this is flame, is called bun.
Yeah.
And bun comes from b. The symbol, the black one, is b, bun. And let us go ahead. Then here, you can see here, this symbol is like a bird, no bird, but head of a bird. And in my language, this is O. But any kind of bird, this is O. So the symbol pronounced as O. So it is easy to memorize. So this kind of the symbols I have developed for quick memory and understanding. Here we have the vowels and consonants. 15 vowels and 29 consonants, total 44 letters. This is the phonemic chart of our language, Wancho language phonemic chart, and it can be compared with the IPA chart also. And in my language, in Wancho language, we have different see, you can see here. Diphthong, monophthong, triphthong, you can see here. So for linguists it is easy, but for non-linguists it may be some difficult.
Maybe can you explain what is monophthong, what is diphthong, and what is
this is
for
this is
audience who are
nasal,
not from
monophthong,
yeah,
nasal, monophthong, diphthong, triphthong, etc. And along with the script part, we have developed the numerals also. This is starting from 0 to 9. And in Wancho counting system, we don't have 0 from the beginning. So we had a long discussion about the naming of 0. Without 0, writing system calculation is not possible. So we adapted 0 from the Roman. So and so we read 0 only. We have no separate name for 0. And operated symbol like plus minus into divide. All these are the same as in Roman. So I found the common questions like why you have developed the 44 letters. It is very large in number. Why don't you keep like a Roman? It has only the 26 letters, something like that. So I just wanted to clarify this for other people. That see, this language part is different. That we cannot do as we wish. This is only the research work which I have collected the existing sound of our language. So when language is evolved in Wancho community, I do not know about that. But the sound system is coming from the ancient time. I cannot change that. I cannot increase or I cannot decrease the sounds of the Wancho language. So according to the availability of the different kinds of sounds, I have collected and I found the 44 letters. That's why we have the 44, not like in English, 26 numbers of letters. And Wancho language is tone and language. And tone is very important and significant. So let us see why it is important. Here, the variations, tone variations we have. Low tone means there's no tone marker. Middle tone has one tone marker, and the high tone has two tone markers. Dot is for the lower Wancho, and the long tone marker is for the upper one. We have some differences in upper and lower language. That's why I kept two tone markers, dot one and the long one. Let us go ahead. And this tone marker looks like that. This is for the upper Vancho language, and this dot one is for the lower Vancho language. And saying this tone marker only, we can understand. Oh, this language is from the upper. This language is from the lower. We can understand saying this, writing this. So why tone is important? Let us see this graph. Low tone, that's my. In English, it is neck. Then my. It is good. Little bit longer, my. That is tail. My, little bit higher. That's mid. This sound is like a harmonium sound and guitar string, something like that. My, something like that. This tone is the difference. My. And accordingly, this meaning changes because of tone, intensity. So the tone marker is important to identify the tone level. Another one is that key is squirrel, key dog, key hatch, key, something like that. Here also another example. Swai means near. Swai means vegetable. Swai means slant, not strand. So here we can see how the tone works in Vancho language. So, and the tone marker is very important, and tone is very defined and the difference the meaning in language. So some words are some tones are different, and all Vancho cannot pronounce that. Only the different parts of different communities of the people can understand and pronounce correctly. Even some languages I could not native speaker. These things are we have in Vancho language. So let's go ahead. So here, some example about the senses of word I have put here, but it may not be possible to show you and play here. So we have the different kind of these actions. The actions tends the meaning. So this kind of difficult to explain in words without demonstration. So we have the different word for cutting. This is actually the cut, but different position, different angle are telling here. So this kind of meaning cannot be explained in written. So it is very difficult for one to compare with the other language, how exactly the word is working and the exact meaning is too in other language. And we have started teaching Vancho language in the government school since 2016. This is the classroom where we have CAP 16. And this is also the classroom while teaching the Vancho language. And this is the examination when we had conducted for first time in Vancho language. This is also the examination hall in 2016. And after that, in 2019, this is not the 2919. This is a mistake. This is actually the 2019. So we have appointed 20 teachers to teach the Wancho language, and they are now working in the government school, and is supported by the Seva International NGO. We have the 5 members who initiate and propose about the Unicode, namely Andrew, Michael Everson, Debbie, Dr. Stephen Mode, and I. We were working for the Unicode development since 2017. And that Unicode has been accepted in 2019 after 3 years. So now we can work in laptop, computer, and any internet site using Wancho script after acceptation of the Unicode by the Unicode Consortium in 2019. And this is the character you can have. You can look in the mobile phone. This is the keyman you can install in your computer, mobile phone, and type like this.
Mm-hmm.
And about the training and the pedagogical development of the Wancho script, we have conducted the training course every year for 1 month. This is we have done in the last time for development of textbook. And this is the classroom for textbook development.
Mm-hmm.
And we have online session also, and some are from the university, from
Banwang, I think we lost you there.
yes. Can you hear now?
Yeah.
Can you hear now? Hello?
Banwang, we lost you there.
Is it working now?
No. We can just hear your audio.
Is it okay?
Maybe turn your camera around.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you out, but we cannot see your video.
Oh. Okay. Let me explain then if it's not working. So I was talking about the development of.
Can you turn your camera around, please?
Hello.
Yeah. Can you turn your camera around? Maybe we can. If it works, I hope so.
I think we have some network problem here. Can you see me?
No.
It's working here. I can see you, but it's not clear. Hello.
Okay, let's continue. No.
Can you see me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Hello.
you, but I cannot see you. Fine. Yeah. There's some issues with hello. Hello. Yes, we are back.
Can you see now, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I was talking about the development of the textbooks we had in the last time under the guidance of the state government education department. So this is the online conference with the Professor Lisa Longding from Rajiv Gandhi University. He was talking about the newly developed textbook and what should be the content of the textbook. He is advising the trainees of the virtual language development. And this is, you can see on the screen, this is Stephen Mode from La Trobe University, Australia. He is also advising the trainees about the pedagogy development of the virtual language. This is the session the trainees are speaking about the content of the textbook. And even the small children, they are writing their own story and doing editing. Now it is under printing under the education department. So we have print some sample of the textbook before submitting to the state government here. You can see this is the content of the syllabus. So we have printed for 3 classes like class 6, 7, and 8. This is a certificate awarded to the trainees after completion of the training. After that, this is the last day the trainees are holding their certificate. And on the 5th September 2021, the SCERT has launched the third language book of 8 community of Arunachal Pradesh, including the virtual language.
Wow.
So in presence of the Honorable Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh and the Honorable Education Minister of Arunachal Pradesh.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the photographs captured during the launch of English. Now, not only the SCERT, now we have discussed with the NCERT. So NCERT is willing to take up the pedagogic development of mother tongue, that is the regional languages of Arunachal Pradesh. So we had a workshop for 1 week last month. So some questions is that why do we need to study mother tongue? This is the common questions I have received from many people. So in Arunachal, you can see there are a lot of languages in the Northeast region, but in Arunachal we have many languages. Now it is some are at risk, some are endangered, some are severely endangered, and some are even do not know yet. not yet understood to anybody. So many languages are there. So we need a research work before losing the languages of the mother tongue and the minority language of the Arunachal Pradesh. So it is very important to work on the language and documentation work of Arunachal Pradesh. So you can see in the map how these languages are found in Northeast India. So out of 187 endangered languages in India, 64 are in Northeast region. So it is important. So otherwise, if we are not giving importance to this language, so the minority community have no capacity to restore and implement this. So that is why outside interference and help is very important at this juncture. So from this discussion platform, I also wanted to request the endangered language FOSEC to think about this documentation and the implementation of the minority language of the Northeast region. Here, the brief. UNESCO recently listed 33 languages of Arunachal Pradesh as endangered. Out of that, 4 are critically endangered. So let us think about that. And on the verge of extinction, 4 languages are very, very critical. So not only 4. Some languages are not yet known to other people. So hundreds of sub-languages are also endangered in the Arunachal. And so as I have already told you about the Wancho script design and tonal language, our aim is to document, protect, and promote the spoken indigenous languages, not only the Wancho language. So other tonal languages in Tibeto-Burman language, they have no writing system, and Hindi and English is not working, and they do not know about the other script. So Wancho script is not confined to the Wancho language documentation. Any other language can also use the writing system if the Wancho script is working to hold enough their sound system and the tones. So we are encouraging them also use Wancho script and document your language before losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm writing here. Other languages can also use Wancho to preserve and prevent their language extinction. And Wancho language can write 6 tones, not only 2 and 3, 6 tones they can write. And I found Khamti has 10 tones, different type of tones. They are having 10 tones, but 14 tones, more than 6 tones, Wancho script cannot write. We can write only up to 6 different kind of tones. So Wancho script is designed only for the tonal languages, especially. So our aim is to document the indigenous language of the tone and sound. So our aim is not to suppress any language, minority language, but to preserve and promote their language. We will never force other people to learn and teach our language and ignore their own mother tongue. So we are encouraging the indigenous people to work on their own language. We will help. This is our motto. So in compared to other languages, you can see here, other language is like a big tree, very huge tree. But Virtual language is very initial stage, just sprouting. So we need so many things to make this sprout seeds to a bigger tree. Here, some achievement we have. Unicode has accepted by the Unicode consortium. The maximum tribal languages of the Northeast region can be written by one script, and the first indigenous and independent script in the history of Arunachal Pradesh writing system, which received international recognition, is the one script so far in Arunachal Pradesh. And we have one language tutorial video. It is available in YouTube. And now we are making, this is under process, the one phonic app. It will be available online, and you can download from the Play Store, one phonic app. Especially for the beginners, you can learn what your writing system as well as sound through this app. And it is now under process, not yet completed. So I just wanted to tell you and acknowledge about this. Anybody can learn one language. And further, what we are planning to do is fresh appointment of the teacher. To teach the Vansho language, we need a teacher. So the state government has not much enough fund to appoint the newly fresh teachers. So it is very difficult for us to introduce in the school level for all the classes. In the all, like from class 1, at least from class 1 to 8. This is very important. And pedagogy development like textbook, workbook, and dictionary, and grammar, all these are important. But we need to work on that, and for that we need human resource, time, as well as money. And another is teachers training. It's also important to give every year for the pedagogical development, especially for on the local level. Right. We need to train them. And like development of translation software for electronic media. So this kind of activities is very, very important in this time. So electronic media and medium to use is very important. So it is, this language teaching learning should not be limited to the confined place like locality. So some people are studying outside country. They should also enjoy the same thing, and they should not forget our own mother tongue. So we need to develop this kind of pedagogy and technology so that everybody can learn our own mother tongue. So for today, this is the conclusion. Thank you, all of you. If somebody has question, we can discuss now.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Banwang. Really amazing presentation, and yes, we'll also be sharing this video online on Facebook and YouTube. So we'll be getting more questions over there. But I have one, like, couple of questions that I wanted to ask. So as we saw that there are different roles that you are taking, like you are building an app, you are building a website, you're putting videos on YouTube, and you're also working on grammar, you're working on book. So my question is, which project are you really, like, do you find the most exciting? Is it like building an app, or is it working with NCRT on pedagogy, or is it about making videos and posting it on internet so that everyone can learn? Which really excites you the most?
So thank you, sir, for your question. So the most important, what I feel is the technology this day. So people are not interested in books.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of books, like animation video, especially for the small children, which is very important. They can learn very quickly, and uh, and a book is very costly in compared to the electronic this video on the media. So it can reach it within a short time to the far-flung places also, even in the remote places. So many people have at least the mobile Android phone. They can use this time. But to reach the books to the remote places is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So it is quicker and easiest way. And another thing is that people do not speak their own language when we travel outside and in the meeting in the parliament, something like that. So if we can make apps which translate mother tongue to Hindi, English, and other languages, so that the people, the indigenous people, can speak their mother tongue,
Yeah.
and it will be translated into another language. It will enhance their language for longer time. They will only use their mother tongue without teaching other languages. So it will definitely increase the chances of existence of your mother tongue for a longer time.
Right. Yeah, that I totally agree. I mean, technology is everywhere. It's becoming part of our life in every aspect of our life. So I think, yeah, totally agree that technology is a very important part, and we need to make technologies which are language inclusive, and we utilize them to learn and promote our language as per our need. Yeah. Uh, could you
Yes.
also talk about a bit about the general language situation in your surrounding, like you about Arunachal Pradesh, India? How's the language situation over there? Like,
Thank you. Yeah, I have been working in education department since 2003.
mm,
So I have seen the many places, the private schools and the government schools, how their system is.
mm,
So I have seen so many people encouraging the education system in Hindi and English. Nobody is uh, giving importance to the mother tongue, the local languages. So people, especially the younger, they wanted to learn other language, ignoring their own mother tongue. The teaching is something like that, especially in the private school. When the teachers found the students speaking in their mother tongue, they are punished severely. They have written the donkey and tag on their chest, and they have to roam around the hostels and the schools shouting, "I'm a donkey, I'm a donkey," something like that. How can people that who speaks the mother tongue can become a donkey? This kind of system encouraging the mother tongue. So, in my observation, I have seen this thing. So once I had a workshop in Thailand in Payap University also, which was conducted by UNESCO. At that time also I discussed this thing. Why should it be?
right.
Yeah, this is a kind of this humiliating the children, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Uh, a lot of humility and stereotyping student, and that in a way, it doesn't encourage like the student get demotivated to learn in their mother tongue.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Okay. My second last question to you is, as you said, like the first time you decided to work on Wancho was when you were a 17-year-old and you wanted you were asked to write about your culture, and you're trying to find out about language, and that's what triggered you to start working on your language. So, and then for the next 20 years till present, you have been working. So my question is, in this past 20 years, how has your life changed? And maybe you can tell about the young linguist or other community member who wants to take up a job of developing their own script. You can run through your life and tell them, give them a glimpse about how what sort of life we can expect when we choose to work on language and scripts. So yeah, okay, can you tell us about the last 20 years for you? How has it been?
Yeah, thank you. And this thing is that I never think of developing this kind of writing system and the script when I started. So I do not know anything about the phonology, the phonetics, about how this technology is evolved. So us alone. Uh,
Mm,
Is to learn this system. So now I have learned so many things. I can help other people, other community also,
mm,
how to develop, how to research the phonology of their mother tongue,
mm,
the local languages,
mm,
and how to develop the phone, the typist phone to type in the computer and laptop. That I have so many friends. I can help and connect it with them. And another thing is for this Unicode proposal also, I can connect with other people, those who are working with them, and for Unicode Poll also. So I have some friends. They are good, really very very good friends. They are.
mm,
So some are doing their own expense on their own expenditure. They never told me to give even a penny. So such people I know. So I also think about that. Losing one community's language is loss of this whole world. This is
yes.
loss for the whole world. So every and each language is equally important. There is no superior and language, inferior language. All are required. So we need to understand this reality.
Mm,
So some people are think that I speak in my language is very inferior, so I should not speak something like that. They are reluctant to speak mother tongue. But in actually, it is not. It is not like that. All are required.
mm,
So when we go into deep studies, every language is important and acquiring data. So
mm,
other community also, if you need some advice, I am
mm,
always ready. I can help. I can advise.
mm,
So be free and work, let us work together to save the languages of the entire world.
mm. Yeah, that's that. Thank you. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, it's like we all help each other, and as you said, loss of a language for a community is not just the loss for the community, but it's loss for the whole world, because they
Yes.
lose a very unique way to see the world if one language dies. So totally agree. I mean, just to add to what you said, uh, uh, one of the best example that I give is about English and Hindi. In English, you have you to as a pronoun, but in Hindi you have tum and aap, which tells
Yes.
the
Yes.
speaker about
Mm-hmm.
is he elder or younger. So that's a new way to look at pronouns, like when we address. And
Yes.
yeah, so I totally agree that when you lost a language, we lose a new way to look at the world. That's a good summary about what will happen if someone wants to work on language and script. As you said, like you don't didn't plan, and you just took one step at a time, and now you are here. Uh, My last question to you is, I'll be asking that, but before that, we have Sanjana. Hi, Sanjana. She's asking, can you share some research paper on this? Uh, yeah, so I think Sanjana, drop us your email and we can send you some research paper related to Vanchu script. Can we do that, Bangwan?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And one thing is that the book, the one show is published in 2013 is online.
Oh,
You can purchase from the Patrice Penguin private company.
okay. Great, great. Okay. My last question
But
yeah. Sorry.
that book is the old version. So many things has been upgraded now.
Yeah.
But many things you can find that book.
Great, great. My last question to you is, how do you see Wanchu language and culture in the next 20 years? Like we have seen how far it has come in the last 20 years when you were like just 17 years and you started working on it, and now it's okay, accepted by Unicode. What next is coming up in the next 20 years for Wanchu language?
Yeah. Thank you for this question. This is very mean to me because I'm working on it, and I
Yeah,
wanted to see some changes. No,
yes, yeah.
so
Everybody is excited.
what?
Like, how the
Yeah,
good language? Okay, what
yeah,
next actually? So yeah.
yeah. Thing is that I know now what to do and what not to do,
Oh,
and what is the priority I should give. So the thing is that people, the community people, the younger people, I have conducted the workshop and seminar and conference several times.
mm,
Their interest, their enthusiasm is very high. The thing which I have unable to manage is the finance.
okay.
So finance is matter. So for other work like a translation, to develop software and other gadgets, electronic gadgets, so it requires money.
Mm,
Because the thing is that the indigenous people
mm,
have no much this kind of technological idea,
yeah, yeah.
and we have to purchase and tell other people to do. For that, we need money. This only I am stressing now. So if government is willing to help us and other NGO and some individuals who can afford and work collaboratively,
Mm,
then I will be very happy and within this few years, like 15 years, 20 years, the many things will be changed.
mm,
And we wanted to develop the older textbooks and other books translate into mother tongue, like science, history, English, and geography, something like that. They can understand
right.
in from the root level. Yeah. So if we study other language, means
Mm,
at around 15 years or 20 years, it goes just to learn the language,
right.
not the vision.
Right.
So if we work in our mother tongue, that means we from the starting we understand the value.
Mm,
We will not go to learn the language separately.
yes.
This is the problem which I have seen, and the solution is that if we translate all the materials into mother tongue,
Mm,
it would help the readers to understand quickly the value.
right. Perfect. Yeah. I think on that note, I would say this was the last question for the event. Thank you a lot for sharing all the information. It's really interesting to know that how Wanchu has six different tones, and you have done a very marvelous job, and being so proactive from taking Wanchu script as an idea to actually getting it recognized. So many congratulations from me, from
Thank
behalf
you.
of ELP, and I think I can also say it behalf of the world that you promoted this language and script, and I wish you keep doing that because yeah, a lot of exciting things to learn from it.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving this platform.
Yeah.
Because of you only, I'm here today. And I think other participants also let us gather like this again and again,
Yeah,
so that we can keep in
we'll
touch.
have more audiences coming in because like in India I think it's around 12 afternoon. In London it's very early morning. Across the world, like we had people from Iran, we have people from US. So yeah, I will be posting this offline like after the event, and we'll have like more people to see through it, and then it will be really amazing for everyone. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Have a
Okay.
good day.